People take photos every day at cafes, at the beach, during trips to places no one will ever really remember. But sometimes a single photo can make you wish you'd never pressed the button. If you're here with Mr.QV Horror, I need you to promise yourself, next time you look at a group photo, really count how many people are standing in the picture. That summer trip started like any other. Our small group of expats had been planning a countryside escape for weeks. Life in Hanoi was fun, but also noisy, restless, and full of work. Lynn said her grandmother's village was the perfect place to recharge ancient pagodas, wild fireflies. The air is sweet with incense, and even the shadows seem peaceful. She swore. We'd all heard her tell stories about the old banyan tree and the ghost lantern festivals, but we thought it was just a way to impress us. Now, I wonder if those stories were actually warnings. We arrived in the late afternoon, bags bumping on the road, bikes squeaking under the weight of too many groceries and cheap beer. The village greeted us like a faded postcard, elders sitting on low stools, nodding politely, children darting around our ankles, a dog lazing in the dust. The sun was orange and low when Lynn's grandmother waved us inside, the smell of sticky rice and herbal tea already filling the air. There was a sense of stepping out of time in that place. No Wi-Fi, spotty mobile signal, lanterns and oil lamps instead of bright city lights. It felt good to be disconnected, to breathe and just be. We spent the evening eating, laughing, trying to copy Lynn's grandma as she wrapped little cakes in banana leaves. Michael filmed everything on his GoPro, promising to make a montage for everyone's families. Clara snapped candid shots of every corner, every smiling face, every silly mishap. Just before dusk, as we started to relax into the slower pace of the countryside, Lynn announced, "It's almost golden hour. Everyone come. Let's get a photo under the old banyan. Grandma says it's the spirit tree of the village." She led us outside, barefoot, her laughter echoing through the empty street. The tree stood just past the last house, its roots thick and tangled, the lowest branches hanging like arms reaching for the earth. It looked both beautiful and ominous, ancient in a way nothing in the city ever could. Clara set up her phone on a rock, timer blinking, then ran to join the group. We bunched together, arms linked, some making faces, others just smiling quietly. The village dog flopped down at our feet. Click. We checked the photo together at first. All of us were grinning, pointing, joking about our hair, our weird poses. But then Lynn stopped talking. "Wait. Who's that?" She zoomed in, her fingers trembling. There, in the shadows behind us, stood a man, older, thin, with sunken cheeks and deep-set eyes. His clothes were old-fashioned, threadbare. His skin was grayish, almost the color of tree bark, and his eyes black. Not just dark, but entirely void, seemed to stare straight through us. He stood just behind Lynn, his hand almost touching her shoulder. A chill ran through the group. Michael looked around, searching the tree, the empty road, the ditch where kids played earlier. He wasn't there. He insisted. I would have seen him. Clara. normally bold, just shook her head. That's not possible. No one was behind us. The only people around were the grandma and the kids. I swear, the village dog, moments ago lazy and happy, suddenly started to growl at the tree. Fur standing up, tail between its legs. Lynn's grandmother stepped outside, saw the photo, and immediately began chanting in a low, urgent voice, tracing strange symbols in the air. She grabbed Lynn's arm and muttered, "He's not meant for the living. No more photos tonight. No one goes near the banyan after dark." She forced a handful of dried herbs into Lynn's pocket and sprinkled salt in a wide circle around us. That night, the village felt different. The air was dense, heavy, even though it wasn't hot. Shadows stretched longer than they should. When we went inside, Lynn's grandmother taped a yellow charm to every door and window and lit incense at the altar. No one could sleep. Every few minutes, the dogs outside would bark at nothing. From time to time, the wind would pick up, bringing with it the sound of whispering low, guttural, like the voices of old men telling secrets no one wanted to know. I kept thinking about the man in the photo, how his hand was almost touching Lynn, how he didn't smile, how his eyes seemed to follow me, even in the tiny screen. At one point, I got up to use the bathroom. Walking down the dark hallway, I glimpsed a reflection in the old glass cabinet, someone standing behind me, tall and unmoving. I turned so fast I almost slipped, but there was no one there. At dawn, Lynn's grandmother insisted on a cleansing ritual. She burned more incense, made us wash our hands and faces with water infused with leaves and yellow petals. "It's for protection," she said. "Sometimes, the spirits want to join the living, especially when strangers are near." We tried to forget it. Clara joked nervously, saying maybe her phone had glitched, or maybe someone was just photobombing. But Michael's GoPro had been running too. He checked the footage from the moment we posed to when we walked away. In the video, there was nothing behind us. No man, no movement, not even a flicker of shadow. But when he paused the video at the exact moment the photo was taken, the screen flickered and distorted. For a split second, a blurred shape could be seen, like a smudge of darkness just behind Lynn. Back in Hanoi, strange things kept happening. Michael started getting calls at midnight from a blocked number, always just static. Then silence. Clara found a new photo in her gallery, one she swore she didn't take. It was the banyan tree at night, empty except for a single, shadowy figure at the base, eyes glowing white in the dark. Lynn said she dreamed of running through foggy fields, always chased by a man with empty eyes who never spoke but always pointed at her, calling her back. One afternoon, we met up in a crowded coffee shop to try and talk it out. As we sat, Clara pulled out her phone to show the photo again. But this time, the image was corrupted, everyone's face was blurred, except the stranger at the edge, who now seemed a step closer, hand stretched farther, lips curling in a crooked smile. Lynn burst into tears, whispering that she recognized him now. She remembered stories her grandmother had told her as a child about a man who died under the banyan, Years ago, rejected by the village, never given a proper burial. They said his soul wandered, looking for warmth, for new faces to join him under the tree's shadow. Her grandmother's voice echoed in my head. When the dead are lonely, they look for company. After that, none of us wanted to talk about it again. Michael deleted every copy of the photo, then smashed his hard drive. Clara changed her phone number and blocked all unknown calls. Lynn moved away, leaving no forwarding address. But even now, sometimes at night, my phone buzzes with an unknown notification. No message, just a file name Banyan. Gapey or sometimes a blurry image of a group, always with one face I don't recognize, looking out as if waiting for me to answer. Sometimes, walking past a glass window on the street, I catch a reflection that doesn't belong to anyone I know. A man standing just behind me, eyes dark as midnight, lips parted as if about to speak. If you ever visit a village like Lynn's, and you take a group photo under an old banyan tree, count the faces twice. And if you see a stranger, don't ask who he is. Don't try to find him in the crowd. Some faces are looking for a way back, and once they find yours, you might never be alone again. This is Jamie, and you're listening to Mr.QV Horror. If you felt a chill reading this, if you'll think twice before taking another group photo, like, share, and subscribe for more real horror stories. And ask yourself, would you notice if someone new joined your memories?